Letter 41. The sad story of the choir directress of N. November 6, 1876. I received your many letters, Sister N. I received them, I read them, and I thought, can it be that our N has not heard the story about the N choir directress? Although I heard this story and read about it in publications and in letters, still I found out about it also from the N sisters themselves. Here is this story for you in brief. In N, at the convent, there was a young choir directress. A certain man, married, kept coming and listening to the chanters, and he kept looking at the choir directress. One rather foggy evening, the choir directress disappeared. 10 days later, they brought back her corpse for the funeral at the convent. The abbess and the sisters did not permit her to be buried in monastic clothing, but buried her in lay clothing. And that nice ruiner and seducer of the reposed one attended the funeral as if nothing had happened. Do you see, our N, how some people live, like cats, dogs, sparrows, and the other animals? They have darkness in their minds and in their hearts, and like insane people, they do not think why, they do not know, they do not believe that God exists, that eternity exists, that there exists death, both physical and spiritual. And so they live and they die like brute beasts and worse. But we, I am telling you, our N, you and I believe and confess that God exists, that eternity exists, that demons exist, that angels exist, and you and I, Sister N, have been dedicated, obliquely, or clothed, obliquely, as angels in the angelic schema. The entire world, except for corruptors and the devil, looks upon us as saints and calls us blessed, and in comparison with us calls itself wretched. And really and truly, every maiden who has consecrated herself to God is the bride of Jesus Christ, is the likeness of the Mother of God herself. The virgins that follow after her, the Mother of God, shall be brought unto the King, Jesus Christ. They shall be brought with gladness and rejoicing. They shall be brought into the temple of the King. Psalm 44, 13-14. And you, our N, you want to exchange our high monastic lot for the pleasure of a moment. Pleasure proper to beasts, cattle, and the rest of the animals. Really, Anne, how peculiar you are. However, I know and I know well that you do fight against temptation, and I have spoken only to warn you. So keep fighting, our good struggler. Keep fighting, and the Lord will number you in the choir of the martyrs.